Good evening, Twitch. Good evening, Twitch. Good evening on this October 12th, 2022. Current time is 7:47 p.m. It's evening, and what can I say? It's an evening broadcast here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It's the my week number 6 football picks for this 10.12.2022. Hello, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, as well as Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. And good evening, Chris Technician. I am here to do my football picks. I'm running pressed for time, I guess. Not really pressed for time. I've been doing. Sorry, I missed you. Oh, don't worry about it, Chris. That's all right. We'll be seeing you Friday morning and stuff. I'm glad to have you here this evening because we're going to be going over last week's football picks real quick. I'm only going to stay on for 30 to 45 minutes max, as far as that goes. Just down and dirty with the football picks. I have not made my picks. I have looked over the week 6 plays, and I'm going to pick them here right on air. I'm not going to go over. I'm picking them right here. Actually, I know who I'm picking, but we're gonna be highlighting because I highlight the ones says going to win. I'm running a little late, primarily because I had some after work. Hey, Shadow 3413, how you doing? I think that's Bobby Shadow. Is that Bobby Shadow? Shadow 13. If you're watching this on the replay, I'm talking to the chat there, and I think it's Shadow 3413. I think that is Bobby Shadow. And if it is, good evening and welcome. We're going to be doing football picks. Like I said, I was was it 3 hours extra training after work. Probably last time I'm going to do that training, but I got everything right on target. I could tell you that everything was right on target, just like a football quarterback throwing that football to the receiver. Everything was right on target, and I am dropping frames. So let's see, 100 Mirror for Blab. Shit, Bobby. I knew Bobby Shadow back in the Blab days. The Blab Owl there, as far as that goes. As far as Bobby was a integral part of Blab back in the days. That was back. Was Blab before Meerkat, or did Meerkat come out and then Blab came out? They came out about the same time, but they were both before Periscope. Everybody raved about Periscope. I almost thought Meerkat, when I finally got on it, and the little I was on it, I almost thought that was a better platform than Periscope, you know. And to be honest with you, when I'm on Twitter Live, I feel like I'm on Periscope. I guess it's just because you don't have the people, the community. That's what makes that. I think that's what they miss. They miss the Periscope community and stuff like that. So, but I've been thinking about this broadcast. I didn't even mention it this morning that I was going to be doing another broadcast. It wasn't until halfway into the day job I'm thinking, wait a minute, today's Wednesday. I got to do my football picks. So for people watching this will be repurposed over on Twitter. I have been doing some things differently here this week as far as the Monday Twitch broadcast and Wednesday. I've been repurposing that over on Rumble, and I've been tweeting out that link on my Twitter page at Fireman Rich. But the football pick, the Wednesday football picks that I've been broadcasting, I think this is a third one on Twitch or fourth one. I know the first one was on Vocal. So if this is a 6th week, I think this is my 5th time. As far as so 1 on Vocal, take away 6 at 5. I did five here on Twitch so far. I'll repurpose it over there. So Ted Hicks, Tony D, Brian, and Smoke. Those are individuals that took part in last week's picks. Give me your. They're all in a fantasy football league, and Tony D has a broadcast on Sundays before the games go on to talk about the fantasy football. I imagine he'll be having I'm not sure about this week because his schedule's changed, so I'm not sure when he's going to be broadcasting because he's on the swings right now. So he may be sneaking a peek on this while he's turning a wrench as far as that goes. So, but Tony, Ted Hicks, Brian, and Smoke. You see this on Twitch? Go ahead and comment your picks for this week in the comment section of the YouTube, and it'll be on my Twitter page. I'll be posting the link to the YouTube on my Twitter page at Fireman Rich. So last week was very interesting because we had some very good games. The Monday night game was interesting. There was an interesting call there of a chief defensive player roughing the passer at the end, and I watched the replay. He braced himself because there was a fumble involved, and but the Raiders lost to the Chiefs 30-29. So the Chiefs, they were just struggling the first half, but they were able to come through. But let's see, the Colts beat the Broncos last Thursday. Patriots beat the Lions. Let's see, Texans lost to the Jaguars. The Bills won over the Steelers. Steelers aren't looking too good there, Chris. I know you. I don't need to remind you. I'm sorry, but Vikings beat the Bills. The Saints beat the Seahawks. Eagles beat the Cardinals. That was a pretty close one. Bengals lost to the Ravens. And the New York Giants, it wasn't pretty, but they beat the Packers over there in London. That was a good game. And the Giants came through on the second half there. Let's see, the Chargers beat the Browns. Browns, they I don't know, they're playing good ball. Buccaneers beat the Falcons. Falcons, I don't know, they were stumbling a little bit. Jets beat the Dolphins. We need a better quarterback. Yeah, I think so too. So, you have so much faith in these new quarterbacks, and then once they go, let's see, the Titans beat the Commanders, 49ers beat the Panthers. Panthers dumped their coach, I heard. Okay, they fired their coach. Cowboys beat the Rams. Now, there's an interesting one. I think, who are the Cowboys playing this week? They are playing, I have it right here, they're playing the Eagles. Possibility Dak might be back, and Jerry Jones says Dak, if he's 100%, he's the primary quarterback. Even though this other guy Rush is, I guess his name's Rush. He's won. He's keeping the Cowboys in first place, but they pay a lot of money for that first string quarterback. And but the Cowboys beat the Rams last week, and then of course, like I said, the Chiefs beat the Raiders in Monday Night Football. So with all those wins and losses. And as such, what was the final outcome? Well, there was two people that tied at the top, two people tied in the second bracket, and there's one, of course, that was last. So, finishing with a 10-6 record, he picked 10 wins and 6 losses, was Brian. And moving up, the two that were tied with 11 wins and 5 losses was myself and Ted Hicks. We both had 11 wins and 5 losses. And I did a triple check on this. I did a triple and a 4. I checked this 3 times before coming on air tonight. And I know I had it tallied up. And I know I checked it 3 times before just to make sure. So I've counted it up 3 times. Tony and Smoke tied for first with 12 wins and 4 losses. Now, even with Brian at 10-6, that Brian did a lot better than, let's just say back in the 4th week, Brian had 2 wins and 14 losses. So he turned it around there. And I had 11 wins and 5 losses. Yeah, because the week before, 2 weeks ago, me and Tony tied at 11 wins, 5 losses. And Ted had 9-7. So I'm going to try and tally up as close as possible the percentage as far as I've been doing it because Tony, Ted, and Brian and Smoke, they didn't do the first 2 weeks. This is something I'm doing because my fantasy football. Oh, I forgot to change the logo there. There we go. Hey, where you? Hey, Chris, I forgot to change the logo. Remember that next time, okay? Just kidding, Chris. what is it? Let me see. Let me get this here. Like I said, the football picks. They weren't in the first couple weeks, but my fantasy football league is completely. I mean, it was a wash back to actually in the third week. I'm in a money league with two other guys. We have a team, and it's just not working out. If we would have this past week, if we would have we had three people sitting on the bench. It's such a crapshoot because the three people we had sitting on the bench, if we played them, we probably would have ended up being in some money. So it's and I think it's from the get go when we had the draft. It was a seventh round or seventh pick or something like that, and we got some good players, but we didn't get a whole lot of good players. So there we have it. That's last week. So let's look about this week because tomorrow night is Thursday night. Oh, stand by for a minute. We can listen to that one. We're not going to answer. It's a spam call. We do not answer spam calls. We do not answer them at all. Um, okay, they didn't leave a message. I didn't want you to hear my phone number. The phone number's on the recording. Let's see. So this week, tomorrow's Thursday. Of course, if you do not have Amazon Prime on your TV, you can watch the game on the PC box. You can watch it on your phone. All you have to do is be on Twitch, sign in on Twitch, and follow Video Prime, and you'll be able to watch the game. I watched it last week. Last Thursday's boring. The only exciting part was that I was watching the game, the Thursday night game, on my tablet because I follow Amazon Prime, and great way. So thank you, Amazon Prime. Amazon, I like it, but there's some controversy up in Syracuse right now with the workers there. They're trying to unionize and all that sort of stuff. But that's the nature of the beast. Okay, back to football. Tomorrow, Thursday, starts week 6. So we're gonna make our picks here. As far as that goes, I got my highlighter, I got my list, and we're gonna go down the list here as far as that goes. So the first game on the list is going to be, and this is oh, that's an 8:15 game. What the hell happened here? Oh, that's the Thursday night game. Jesus. Get with it, Rich. Oh, this has been a long day. I'm going to probably go to bed after this. Let's see. Tomorrow night's Thursday night game. Hopefully this is more exciting than last week Thursday night game. So tomorrow night it's the Commanders in Chicago against the Bears. Oh, let's see. Chris Tech. Amazon does own Twitch, so they're allowed to stream. Yes, exactly, Chris. Yeah, Amazon owns the joint here at Twitch. So, I just want to express my appreciation because Brian, down there in Texas, he, I think it was 3 weeks ago, said something about it, and I watched my first full game, even though it was boring as crap. We had 2 star quarterbacks. Not one touchdown. Russell, Wilson, and Carr there for Oakland, or not Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders. You can't even get a touchdown? Come on. You guys are supposed to be you're supposed to be top quarterbacks and stuff. I know it takes a team, but the quarterbacks played like crap. Okay, if they played halfway decent, they probably would. One of the teams would have got a quarter or got a touchdown. But when you got a game, it's nothing but field goals. Come on, that's sad. Okay, Commanders and Bears. Who am I going to pick? I don't really know either team. My gut says stay with the home team if you don't know. And I think the Commanders, the Washington team. But I'm going to go with the Bears. What do you think of that pick? The Bears over the Commanders. You like it or you don't? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm picking Chicago. Now, I have not looked at CBS, what CBS is picking. I will probably go on that before tomorrow night's game just to see what the... he's a sports writer over there on the CBS Sports. He's a CBS Sports senior writer, Pete Presco. And I should tally up what his results are. So I'm getting a lot of data here. The Bears. Okay, Chris Tech says the Bears. So I think so too because, okay. Next game, another two teams that I'm not too impressed with, but I got to make a pick. Jaguars are going to be in Indianapolis for the Colts. So my gut says the Colts because they're home, but last week the Jaguars beat the Texans. And the Colts lost, I think, last week. Or no, they won against Broncos. That's right, they were in the field goal. No. What the hell? What's going on here? Was it the Colts Broncos? Yeah, Colts and Broncos. Okay. Yeah, they okay. Russell Wilson's on. So I'm just thinking. I ended up making a boo boo there. It was the Colts and Broncos last Thursday night. So who's the quarterback for the Colts? I can picture him, but I can't think of who he is because I did say Carr. It wasn't Carr. That's a different game. That was the Monday night game. But even still, Russell Wilson, he lost to the Colts. So and the Jaguars won last week also against the Texans. So you know what? I'm going to go with the Colts again, I think. No, I didn't go with the Colts last week. I went with the Broncos. But I'm going to go with the Colts this week. They're at home. When in doubt, go with the home team. So we're going to go with the Colts. What do we think of that pick? Good pick, bad pick. I don't know what... and that's the other thing. I don't know what the spread is either. So I don't know who's really favorite. Bengals and Saints. Let's see. Last week, the... Saints won over the Seahawks, which isn't really Saint. Well, it could be. And then the Bengals lost to the Ravens. So I'm picking the Saints. There's another home team. Picking the Saints to win against the Bengals. I'm not impressed with the Bengals. 49ers down there in Atlanta with the Falcons. Well, 49ers are on a tear. Picking the 49ers. I'm picking the visiting team there. So... just so I can say I'm not picking all the visiting teams. Next game, it's not going to be the home team because it's the Vikings and Dolphins. Ooh, Dolphins at home. Well, Dolphins don't really have a good quarterback since they're still sorting out their concussion protocol. Well, they got a concussion protocol, but they didn't come out looking too good with the one quarterback there that. 2 weeks in a row. He should have, after the first concussion, to just look back on this. The kid should have never been playing ball for at least a couple of weeks. He got his bell rang, not once, twice, and as far as that goes, I'm picking the Vikings over the Dolphins, and that's a 1:00 game. Let's see, Jaguars, Colts, Bengals, and Saints, 49ers and Falcons, and Vikings and Dolphins. Those are all 1:00 games on Sunday. And let's see. The other 1:00 games, let's see. The Ravens and Giants, well, that's an automatic. It's the Giants. Ravens are a good team. They could win, but I said from the beginning of the season I will pick all the New York teams to win each week. Let's see. That's also a 1:00 game. The other 1:00 game, Patriots and Browns. Patriots won last week. The Browns, they got to win. I'm going to pick... the Browns are at home. I think they're going to beat the Patriots. They got a good team, I think. Okay, Chris Technician. Here's the other 1 o'clock game. The Buccaneers against the Steelers. Do I pick the Steelers? I want to pick the Steelers. No, I don't want to pick the Steelers. I'm picking the Bucs. They're in Pittsburgh. I'd like to see the Steelers win, though. I'll take the loss. I'm picking the Bucs to win, though. Okay. Steelers. If the Steelers win, it's because they're at home and they got help from the home team. Okay, that's the 1 o'clock. The last 1 o'clock game, the Jets are in Lambeau with the Packers. I think the Packers are going to win, but I painted myself in a corner. I'm picking the Jets to win. You got to have faith in the Jets. I think they can win. The Giants beat them in London. Why not the Jets in Lambeau? No, that might be the second game. That definitely might be a game where the Jets might. But I'm picking the Jets to win. Okay, there it is. The Jets to win. You can't really see that, can you? Or can you? Can you see? Yeah, you can see. You can see the black marks. That's the highlighting. Okay. We go into the 4 o'clock games. We got the Cardinals and Seahawks. Seahawks are tough at home. Even though they can lose at home. But the Seahawks are tough. But I want to pick the Cardinals. I think that's going to be my... I don't know. Let me come back to that one. Panthers and Rams in L.A. I'm picking the Rams. Panthers, they're in disarray. They just dumped their coach. They'd be lucky if they win a couple more games here the rest of the season. The 4:25 game. Now, this is a game. This is going to be the game to watch. The Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's there in Kansas City. I'm picking the Bills to win. I mean, that's a replay of last year's AFC. Was it last year or one of the years? That should be a good game right there. That's the big game. I mean, that is a big game right there. I like the Bills. The Bills. Buffalo's only 3 hours drive, 3.5 hour drive to the northwest there. Okay, coming back to the Cardinals and Seahawks. I'm going to pick the Cardinals. Something tells me the Cardinals are going to win that game. So they're visiting, and I'm a little hesitant because the Seahawks are, the crowd there is just wild. The noise level. You can hear it on the TV. I got to turn the TV down from my normal listening because it's so loud. But I'm going to pick the Cardinals. I'm not going to go back on that. Okay, for the Sunday evening game, this is going to be a big one. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly just barely won last week's game, 20-17 over the Cardinals. Where the Dallas Cowboys, but see, I don't know what's gonna. And this is in Philly, so Philly's going to be tough in Philly. I got to go with the Eagles. I want to go with the Cowboys, but we're going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Going with the Eagles. Then Monday night, the Broncos and Chargers. I don't know. That's a question mark. What did the Chargers do? They lost. No, they actually won against the Browns. I'm going to pick the Chargers because they're home. I think they're going to be tough at home. I don't think the Broncos can beat them. I guess I'm just disappointed last Thursday with the Broncos with Russell Wilson. He's not getting it done. So there we have it. There's my picks as far as that goes. Right there. The picks. Okay. Is that 26-18? 26-18. That's just a picture I'm going to put up on the video there as far as that goes. So there's our picks. We got the Bears over the Commanders, the Colts winning against the Jaguars, the Saints beating the Bengals, 49ers over the Falcons to win, Vikings over the Dolphins to win, Cardinals over the Seahawks to win, Eagles beating the Cowboys, the Giants beating the Baltimore Ravens, the the Cleveland Browns at home beating the Patriots. The Buccaneers over Seattle. Steelers. They both begin with an S. Buccaneers playing against the Steelers. Jets over the Packers. And you got to have faith in the Jets. That's all I'm going to say, okay? As far as the Jets can watch them win that game. Panthers winning against the Rams beating the Panthers. The Bills beating the Chiefs, and the Chargers winning against the disappointing Broncos if they can redeem themselves. Oh shit, we're really crapping out here. Okay, we'll see what happens here. What's going on? Dropping frames, yes. Dropping big time frames. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, hold tight here to see what happens. Is it recovering itself? Okay, I think we're recovering. Sorry about that. I'm dropping it. Let's see. CPU rate coming down. Okay, we're leveling out. We're coming in for a landing. Sorry about the drop frames, folks. I'm seeing it. All of a sudden, I'm seeing the big red square, and we were just pegged out with major frame droppage. So that's why I'm keeping it short. We're coming up on we're at 28, 29 minutes. So those are the football picks as far as that goes, and we'll see what happens as far as like I said, Tony D, who I've been going on his Sunday morning broadcast there, football broadcast. That might be the only time he gets on as far as that goes. And Tony's a great guy. He knows football too. Tony D. Watch on his Twitter feed for broadcasts there. He's a good broadcaster here, but he is working the swing shift as far as that goes. So I know he'll be watching this, skimming through this on the replay. So again, message to Tony, to Ted Hicks, to Brian, to Smoke. I will repurpose this broadcast over on YouTube. In the comments, put your picks, or else we can wait till Sunday, okay? Because I know Tony D will be broadcasting on Sunday. So I am going different colors here. I am sort of dropping frames and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to be doing the Anchor Morning Audio tomorrow on Thursday. So watch that Anchor Morning Audio on Anchor.fm at Fireman Rich. I'm giving all these shameless plugs, but I don't care. It's my broadcast. So, all right, folks, that's it for now. Short and sweet. This week's week 6 football picks from me at Fireman Rich. Appreciate Bobby Shadow dropping in there, giving me the cute stinky pigs in the chat there emoji, and a heart bomb. Okay, I like that. I like that emoji, heart bomb, and as well as Chris Technician, a faithful viewer and supporter of my channel here, and I greatly appreciate it, Chris, as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and sort of wind down a little bit for at least an hour or so. Just maybe catch a little bit of TV and call it the night. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much, and I greatly appreciate it. This is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Twitch, wishing you all a nice Wednesday evening, and we're working towards the weekend, folks. I like saying that. It gets me through the week. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this blue marble. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thanks a lot. I love doing the live stream.